I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Sarah Golden.
And I'm Carrie Lovato.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely. Yeah. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Good morning.
Just getting something going here. Carrie has your coffee.
It's delicious, thank you.
Is it delish?
It is. Extra clean cup, so I appreciate it.
No cap. That's what the kids say for no crap, but they say no cap.
Oh.
Yep.
That's new.
Yep. I learned that the other day. No cap.
I just learned spilling the tea,
What does spilling the tea mean, Sarah?
giving gossip.
Well, spilling the tea means giving gossip.
My son will say, hey, I got to spill the tea. And I'm like, oh, okay, what are you going to tell me? And then he gives me updates or gossip. So,
I don't like that one.
I mean, I didn't make it up. I just have to learn the lingo to keep up with my kids.
Why is it spill the tea? Is it based off that meme with Kermit the Frog sipping tea?
I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Not
then
that
I'm
it's any of
cool.
my business. Right.
Oh yeah. It's not a new slang term, but I don't know how it originated.
Bet.
But
Bet. Bet AF. You're so sus. You know that? You're so sus, Sarah.
They were talking about the new Mean Girls coming back, and I was trying to use the word fetch. It's not being brought back.
Fetch.
The new thing is
Glen Coco. Glen Coco.
no.
Love that movie.
My 12-year-old was telling me I can't. There's a word that they were using for something being really cool and hip, but I can't. Plaid, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I'm not cool enough.
No.
I'll get it one day.
I don't want to be cool like that.
I want to understand what my kids are saying, though.
Yeah.
I want to know when they say something that I understand what it means.
In my trivia, I do a round where I put the emojis, and you got to guess what the kids are texting based
gosh.
on emojis.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
what?
Yo, look at your kids' phones. Okay, they're not your kids' phones. You bought them. They're your phones. Look at your phones that your kids are borrowing. What's up, Clayby? What's up, John? How you guys doing? YouTube checking in. Robert Watson. Good morning to you. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Good, safe weekend. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. YouTube and Facebook hates us because we speak freely. So, definitely check out these other platforms. And definitely subscribe to the channels there. Spotify, they've been great with the video platform. Awesome. Awesome stuff on Spotify. Great reaction. Only problem is with Spotify, we can't go live on there. It's got to be all uploaded. All right, but that's all right. That's all right. All right, here we go. So, there's this proposed ban on emotional support dogs. The bill would ban support dogs from restaurants, groceries, and stores. Carrie Lovato, a city council person of Ward 12. I definitely want to hear your opinions on this. I think I know where Sarah's going with this. But should non-service pets be banned from stores? Let's take a look at the story. See what I mean? They use this ugly dog. That's why I use this picture.
That's a cute dog still.
Yeah, but not as cute as this one, right?
So cute.
Look at the eyes on this one. Looks like an Ewok. Right. Oh, wait, that's
Chewbacca.
That's a Chewbacca. Sorry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Adams inside the WSMV4 Now studios, and we are talking about a new legislative session, another bill up for discussion, and this one is talking about banning emotional support dogs from places where we eat, where food would be. So let's talk about this. Our Michael Warwick actually worked.
Look at this outfit she's wearing, though. Isn't that great? Look at this leather. This looks like a couch I had in the late 90s. It really does.
I don't want to know about that couch.
Back to the story.
Michael Warwick actually worked on this story yesterday. So this actually says this bill would be up for discussion, banning emotional support animals from hotels and restaurants. Dozens of Nashville coffee spots have become, a commonplace to see.
She sure is struggling with this story, though, huh?
Commonplace to see those dogs there. But two state lawmakers, they say that they want to change that. They've actually filed a bill this week that will prohibit emotional support animals from hotels and restaurants unless, here it is, they are trained or being trained to help somebody with a disability. So Tennessee law already prohibits dogs that are not service animals from restaurants and public food service establishments. So our Michael Warwick took to the streets yesterday and heard from people that were both for and against this. You can actually listen to that full story right now. So this again.
Let me guess. The people who are against this are the ones milking the system and have an emotional support pet.
I think we need to talk about John Doe here, though.
John Doe says in the comments,
Don't
yes,
do
also dogs should be banned from apartments. My neighbor's dog constantly barks. It's gonna look like an accident.
Don't do it, John.
I don't get what he says, but yes. Go for it.
Again, up for discussion right now here in the state of Tennessee. We're going to let you know what we hear. We can tell you, though, that the new bill would be up for debate in this year's General Assembly, so we'll see what comes out of it. For now, I'm Alexandria Adams inside the WSMV4 Now studio.
All right. So there you go. They have to get trained to be helpful or supportive to someone with a disability. Carrie Lovato, what are your thoughts when you first hear this?
Well, one, I am always super curious when they're doing these reports on these stories why they don't include who is sponsoring these bills, like who's bringing this up. So I'm super curious which ones are in support of it and who isn't. I think it's super important to also remember that there is a big difference between a trained service animal who is helping veterans, who are helping people who have like diabetes and like heart issues, and those dogs are alerting them when something is about to go wrong. There's a big difference between those things and you and an untrained dog that you have now labeled as your emotional support dog. So just understanding those differences. And I think we need to, if this does go through, we definitely need to get our small business owners trained up on noticing those differences so that we don't alienate the wrong people.
Yeah, yeah. Remember when they used to have papers, right? Is the papers an auto?
And it had to be like on the vest of the dog.
That's
too.
right.
It had to be on him.
That's
at all
right.
times.
You just couldn't walk in with your cat and be like, yeah, can I get a coffee? Right.
But like now you can go online and you can get those papers for a small fee, even though your dog hasn't been trained. So it can be very confusing for
Really?
small business owners to know the difference.
I could print those out. How much do they charge? I could do that.
I know.
Sarah, what do you say? You're the wife of a mayor of a county. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think, I agree with what Carrie's saying, but what defines a disability? In today's society, we live in a society where it's, well, I
Yeah.
have this and it's a disability and it's
Oh,
equal
I'm
to
anxious.
this disability for this person and it's equal to this disability for this person.
Yeah.
So where do you draw the line?
The slippery slope is
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
I opened a restaurant here in town and we had people that came in and would have a dog and you're not allowed to ask for papers.
Oh, you're not?
They
What?
get upset. You're not allowed to ask me for those. And then what do you do as the person that runs the restaurant, right?
Right.
They don't know the rules and whether
Right.
or not you can ask for papers. But I think there's a slippery slope, but I don't want to go eat at a restaurant. And a trained dog or not, that dog can shed and hair can get out.
Hey, watch your mouth. Oh, shed.
Shed.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Watch it.
I'm like,
But,
listen, mayor's wife.
There's options for outside patio eating or, I think there can be some rules in place for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you both, but I want to go one step further. No animals. I don't care if they're support. I'm sorry. Battle buddies, okay? Hey, I love you, battle buddies. Kandahar, absolutely. Eat outside, okay? You're right. All right, if the dog doesn't shed, I'm okay with that. But all these dogs shed.
Everybody's going to say their dog doesn't shed.
Right.
Or they're going to shave it.
What if they shave their cat?
Have you seen the cats that they shave them and they look like the lions and they give them the big
There's actually
veins?
hairless cats, too.
You should do that with Vinny.
You two are so lucky. I'm holding back right now. You guys are talking about shaved cats.
Stop it,
and,
Joe.
and I repented, and I'm not going there, okay? Type in the comments what you think I'm thinking of.
No, don't.
John Doe, the person who wrote the bill, doesn't want to be named. Probably she is up for re-election and would hurt their chances to be reelected. I think this would help them overall.
Yeah, and all of that's public knowledge, too. I don't
Truth.
think that they can hide their names. It's just the reporters here aren't naming them. They're leaving that little piece
That's
out.
interesting. That
John,
the news.
Isn't it?
John makes another good point.
What
What
does
about
John
those
say?
that are allergic to dogs?
Right.
So I go to a restaurant
Yeah.
and there's a dog in the booth next to me.
That's
and
right.
I'm allergic.
Well, then the allergic person has to go outside.
Right.
Right.
So now you're discriminating against the person versus the dog.
That's right. Yeah, humans' rights or canine rights. That's what it really comes down to. And I get it. Some people really do need these. My battle buddies, And like what Kerry said earlier, okay, when they realize there's about to be a panic attack or something, right? My friend Melanie with the pig, right? That pig is trained to know when Melanie is about to, go into some type of situation that's not good. And it's great. It's very calming. But again, I don't know.
It's a tough spot.
It's a tough spot.
I wonder why they didn't put in this bill the papers thing. Like, why not change that rule where you can ask for the paperwork on the dog?
Maybe it's in there. Well, Robert Watson, restaurant should have a sign that says professionally trained service animals only, because restaurants do have a right to refuse service.
Do you want to be that restaurant?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, based on the 14th Amendment, okay, you're not violating any human rights when it comes down to do it, especially if it's a true disability.
We live in cancel culture.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. Tim Early, dogs aren't bathed every day. They're huffing and puffing all over the place. Right. Can you guys do an impression of a dog huffing and puffing?
No.
I'd try, but it'd be too good.
I would so clip that. Tim Early, food, a very, as Tony Soprano would say, a very difficult situation. Right. Check out how News 2 covers it.
What do you think of this? Some state lawmakers want to limit where emotional support animals are allowed. News 2's Corey Johnson has the details on a new bill filed just this week.
This is Henry.
Yes,
he is
Robert.
a golden doodle. He's 3, and he is my emotional support animal.
This dog is shedding everywhere.
So isn't an emotional support animal different, though, than like
Absolutely.
a disability animal?
Yes.
I think those are two different things, aren't they?
Yes.
So I don't think they're talking about the animals that provide.
Service.
Right.
Right. They're talking about this lady who is, to be honest with you, this is an insult to people who need service animals, who put the work, and it costs money.
I think it's a genuine thing. I do agree that I have a friend that has an emotional support animal. I think it's a genuine thing.
But they have to go through the training,
But
is what I'm saying.
I think animals in general at a restaurant, coffee shop, I get it.
For someone to get a service animal,
It's a different thing than an emotion. It's a different requirement.
Absolutely.
Different classes, all the things.
but it should be the same requirement.
Sure.
This is pretty much just saying, hey, I got an emotional support animal. Okay? Where anyone could just say it, where they haven't gone through the training. A couple battle buddies of mine have the dogs, and they had to have spent thousands of dollars on getting the certification. And that's not even the cost of getting the dog. Getting that service animal is pricey. So a problem is, like this dog right here, Snickerdoodle or whatever the heck his name is, right? This dog, I bet, would even fail that training because that dog has not been trained to meet that status, that requirement. Here, let's see. Let's see if she's going to be smiling by the end of this. Oh. This dog ain't getting no
I
certification.
think that's called a teddy bear dog.
What is it called?
I think it's called a teddy bear dog. They're so cute.
Yeah, Teddy. That's right, Teddy.
What do you think of this? Some state lawmakers want to support animals are allowed. News 2's Corey Johnson has the details on a new bill filed just this week.
Huge waiting list. You're right
This
about
is Henry.
about getting
he
the
is a golden doodle.
service.
He's 3, and he is my emotional support animal.
Henry.
All across the Gulch, Henry accompanies Nashville resident Sierra Seeds during her daily.
She's got some big calves, huh?
Joe.
No, it's a compliment.
She just said she walks all over the gulch.
Yeah, I could tell.
Good
right?
for her.
Poor sidewalk.
activities, providing a key function.
He makes me feel really safe and like very calm, as opposed to just like, always looking over my shoulder and like being anxious about certain situations.
From shops to stores and grabbing a bite to eat.
I've seen her on Bumble.
Stop.
I think I have.
Stop.
I think her profile picture has this dog in the Bumble profile. Right.
Henry is at her side.
Henry, you're such a good boy.
But a new state bill proposed this week takes aim at non-service animals in certain spaces. Wednesday, State Representative Kirk Haston and State Senator Paige Wally filed Senate Bill 1695. It would prohibit any emotional support animal that is not trained or being trained to perform tasks of work for a person with a disability from indoor areas of food service establishments.
They're not necessarily trained to perform a certain task with a disability.
You got to do a better green screen in the background if this is what you're going to do, my friend, of the dog training elite, Just saying.
Or for an individual with a disability. Now, that's not saying that somebody who has an emotional support animal doesn't have a disability.
Parker Fillmore, the owner of Dog Training Elite in
John, I don't
Nashville,
disagree
works
in
to
the
train
comments.
service dogs. He says in years past, there's been confusion between what service dogs are able to do versus emotional support animals.
Okay,
There's
good.
been some blurred lines, and the biggest reason there's been some blurred lines is because emotional support animals used to be allowed on aircrafts.
With new rules by the U.S. Department of Transportation disallowing emotional support animals as of 2021, Fillmore says this bill could be a ripple effect. And
The comments.
I know.
John.
Python. Emotional support Python.
And then, what's up, Claybite? How you doing? Support turkeys. Support donkeys. Justin Nichols. I need an emotional support parrot to speak with annoying people for me, so I don't have to make them feel like they need to run to their safe space. All right, back to the story.
since emotional support animals are not considered service
Look at this
dogs under
B-roll.
the American Disabilities Act, Fillmore says there could be an influx of people working to change the status of their furry
Is that a Shih Tzu?
I can't tell.
I don't know.
I just wanted to curse without cursing. Sorry, I
friend.
Shih
It's really
Tzu.
frustrating when, people like take advantage of the system,
the
but
calves.
you are actually somebody who like needs or like has that companion certified.
The earliest this bill can be discussed is next Tuesday when regular session begins. In the
Tim.
meantime, owners of emotional support animals like Sierra are now wondering.
No. Listen, they're just pets. I'm sorry. It's somebody made up the term somewhere along the way. If it's not certified, anything can be an emotional pet. I got in my emotional decaf coffee right now. It's helping me. I miss. No, this is caffeinated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. So maybe that's why I'm wired right now.
What do you get if you crossbreed a Shih Tzu and a Bulldog, Tim asks.
Bullshit Sue. Bullshit Sue. Cursing without cursing. My favorite actor, anyone know? Dick Van Dyke.
Ooh.
Dick Van Dyke? I liked him.
I cursed without cursing.
Oh, I see.
What else could be on the horizon?
And when you see a bill that impacts the ability to go to restaurants, you think, okay, is going to a hotel next, or is going walking around the Gulch next?
Corey Johnson, News 2.
And I want to be compassionate because I understand, her mind is not well if she calls this her emotional support pet because she's got something going on and you want nothing but the best for her. You really do. I don't know. It's a tough one. It is a tough one.
It is.
John Doe, made up term probably from news media like they made up assault rifle. It's true. Tim Early was great in Orgasmo. What? What is that a movie? Oh, Dick Van Dyke. Oh. All right, Robert Watson's got a long one. Sarah, can you read that one?
Let's just imagine that you paid to be trained by a professional golfer that allows you to access any golf course. Then a week later, you see your buddy who didn't take the same class traveling all around all the same golf courses. You paid for your training and access, and just because he put a green jacket on, he can now walk in and do the same thing.
And let me tell you, veterans love to get pissed off. All right? They love finding any reason to get pissed off at. This veterans, let's protest. I'm in. Let's gather. Get all the service dogs, okay? Get Choo Choo or whatever. We'll protest. Joe Quinders. Liberals need emotional support animals. Enough said. Sorry, Carrie. Sorry, Carrie.
Who carries a liberal?
You don't have a support emotional dog, though?
I have animals, but they're not emotional support animals.
I had an emotional girlfriend. We had to break it up. It was too much.
He couldn't take her to restaurants.
Oh, my gosh. She kept crying. She was shedding tears all over the place.
Oh.
Right.
Probably couldn't handle that, could you, Joe?
Keep my car. No. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop bringing that up.
Are you?
For today.
Yeah. No, I got to move on.
You got to get a new car.
It's a good reminder, though. It's a good reminder. So again, should non-service pets be banned from stores? Honest question. Let us know in the well, you already did. You already did. Joe Quinders, I have dogs, love dogs. I'm not taking them to the grocery store, though. That's another one, a weird one in Kroger.
I think food is kind of the thing.
Right.
Now, hotel, I think you should have to pay a dog fee like they do if I'm bringing a dog that's not an emotional support dog. But
Dogs, the hotels should run it like airplanes.
Yeah,
You know how they put
there's
the
a fee.
dogs in the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, put the dogs in the basement.
Put them in the basement.
Put them in the basement.
Oh, you know what is the worst? Have you ever been into Lowe's? Because Lowe's will allow you to take any dog in there. Have you ever been in there and someone has a dog
No.
and it uses the bathroom inside Lowe's?
No.
And then the owner doesn't clean it.
And then the owner doesn't clean it up.
No.
The Lowe's employees have to clean it up. They're the worst kind of people.
What?
They're awful.
That's a real thing.
That is a real thing. I've seen it twice.
So I don't go to Lowe's now.
What if I take a dump in there?
Don't.
Stop. In the
So the-
toilet section?
So the dog, I would love to like. Oh, this looks nice. I'm
me try
testing
it
it
out.
out.
No.
Testing it out.
Try before you buy.
Listen, if I take a dump in Lowe's out of one of those toilets, I have to buy it, right?
Yeah.
I would think so, but I
Right?
don't
It's like that policy: you read, you buy. Yeah, in the magazines. But yeah,
know. Is that a policy?
oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Back in
Sorry,
Jersey,
sorry.
in the bodegas, if you read the magazines, you read, you buy. Right. I poop. Good guy.
I don't think that applies at Publix.
Publix. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom. Ah, yes. Governor's Land and Title. That's right. govstitle.com. So I hear tell at Governor's Land and Title, they offer a range of title and real estate services throughout Tennessee and Kentucky,
They do.
like contracts,
They do.
purchases, exchanges,
Yup.
airships,
Yup.
quit claims,
Yes,
and powers of attorney.
we do.
So important. And hey, if you know any real estate agents, tell them to contact Sarah. Links in the video description. That's right. Yeah, the good ones, not the bad real estate agents. There's some
Love
bad
all
ones.
agents. We don't discriminate.
There's some bad ones out there.
No, they're all
The ones with
wonderful.
service animals, with emotional dogs.
We do
No,
allow them.
no real estate agents with emotional pets. What's up, Oscar? Gee, how did society survive without support dogs before? That's a great question.
Stuffed dog on a leash and call it an emotional support.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Pet
Remember
dogs.
the dogs that used to have the fake leashes for kids? Like it was a stick, but it looked like a leash, and kids.
Oh
had
yeah,
to act
yeah.
like they
It was
were
in
walking
the
their
invisible
dogs.
dog.
Well, yes.
What if you put the leash on the kids? Remember those?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about, the backpack leashes.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I never did that.
No, the ones around the neck.
No, they actually had. You remember the sticks?
I know
that
what you're- yeah.
Looked like a leash, so your kids felt like they were.
Yes. Oh yeah. What about pound puppies? Remember the dolls?
I remember the show. Wasn't that a TV show, Pound Puppies?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a song, I think.
I think
Pound
wasn't the
Puppies.
show based on the was the show based on the toy or was the toy
Yeah, the
based
doll.
on the show?
Mm-hmm. The dolls came out
Which
first.
came first, the show or the toy?
The toy, because it was created in opposition of Xavier Roberts' Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, I did have a Cabbage Patch.
Right.
Remember how they smelled? They always smelled so good.
Well, you had to change them.
Well, no.
What?
Yeah, mine pooped in
Awkward.
loads. All the time. Joe Quinn, I saw the kid leash on my last cruise. So cringe. It is cringe, the child leash. But I get it on a cruise. You don't want them jumping off the ship. Right. I get it.
True story.
Right.
If you think they might, don't take them on a cruise.
Or, yeah, don't take them. This is not a good story. But we have to highlight it, so don't do this. Don't be like Joseph Glynn. Allegedly. Because he's accused.
I thought he admitted to it.
Did he?
I thought he did.
Of hitting his wife with a hammer and
This
burying
is
her
how
body
rumors
in
get
DeKalb
started.
County?
This is how
Yeah.
I heard it on the podcast.
Ooh. Well, let's see. WKRN, I believe, reporting. Yep. News 2.
A 70-year-old man's behind bars accused of killing his wife with a hammer and burying her body. Good evening and welcome to News 2
70.
at 10. I'm Kenley Hargett. Joseph
Just enjoy retirement.
70 years old.
70 years old. You made it this far. It's that type of thing. You wonder how many times did he murder someone if he did it at 70, right? If he did it at 70, has he done it
So
before?
many things going through my mind right now.
Well, let's take a look.
Glenn was booked into the Metro Jail this morning just days after a silver alert was issued for his wife.
Great
News
hair.
2's Nikki McGee has reaction from neighbors who live near their Green Hills home.
I do love Nikki McGee, though.
Well, Kinley, like you said, this all began here in Nashville,
No ring.
where police say 76-year-old Jackie Glenn was hit in the head on New Year's Day.
Sorry.
Joseph then allegedly drove her to Smithville, where the two owned property, and buried her body.
Oh, jeez.
According to an arrest report, Joseph also towed Jackie's car.
At what age does it go from Amber Alert to Silver Alert?
What happened to their story here? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't like you.
What'd you
It doesn't
do,
like
Joe?
me. Here, we're just going to have to look it up.
That's it. Because I am 90% sure it came out that he did eventually confess.
What's the guy's name?
Joseph Glynn.
Joseph Glynn, right? Joseph Glynn, W-K-R-N. Oh, W-K-N-R. No.
I mean, I think I'd know what you meant.
I hope so. We'll find out. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Well, here, maybe we'll go to the friends that remember the guy. The gal, sorry. Nobody cares about the guy, allegedly.
Okay, it says investigators said that Glynn admitted to smashing Jackie in the head with a hammer at their home.
A husband is charged with murdering his wife and burying her body almost 2 hours away. Good evening. I'm Emily Luxon. We continue to learn new details on this troubling story. And as News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell found out, 76-year-old Jackie Glynn was loved by so many people.
Looks like she has a drinking problem, though. Or had. Sorry. Don't mean to make jokes. Are you guys doing dry January? I guess not.
What?
I guess not. Okay, never mind.
I have kids.
The silence gave it away. Come on, do it with me.
What?
Dry January.
Why?
Just to do it. Reset everything.
What am I resetting?
I use wine to reset. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just do it with me.
We call it mommy juice in my house.
I hate being alone.
The search for Jackie Glynn came to a shocking end.
I don't think anyone can wrap their brain around it.
After her body was discovered Friday, buried on a property she owned with her husband, Joseph, in DeKalb County. Metro Nashville police say Joseph admitted to striking his wife.
Joe Quinners.
Don't read that one. Don't read it.
Sarah, what does it say?
I can't read that one. Sorry, Joe.
Carrie?
Mm-mm.
In the comments? No? You don't want to read?
Good one.
Sorry, Joe. I tried to get
wife in the head with a hammer inside their Green Hills home on Abbott Martin Road on New Year's Day, and then driving the body to the property to bury her.
She will be missed by a lot of people.
Like, killed her outside of right outside of Nashville there. Drove her for 2 hours to DeKalb County with the dead body in the car.
I can't imagine getting that mad at my spouse. I mean, he makes me mad sometimes.
I bet.
It's a part of marriage.
I bet.
But that mad that I take a hammer to his head and then don't come to my senses and drive a body and dig a hole. And at 70, I mean, that's a lot on a 70-year-old.
Yeah.
That's some demon right there. That's some demon stuff right there.
It makes you wonder what he did to her before this, though.
Yes, absolutely. Or
going back to domestic violence and looking at the signs.
Right? If you did hit Wes with the hammer, you think he'd still have that perma smile on? Guy's always smiling. Always smiling.
I would never want to mess up his good hair. He's got great hair.
All right, don't hit him in the head then.
I would never.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not in the head. Right. Sorry.
Jackie was loved by so many people in the wedding community because she used to own Riverwood Mansion right here behind me. And right now, they're struggling trying to process this devastating news.
An influencer, a mentor, a friend.
Trisha Alsup started working for Jackie and Joe at the popular wedding venue the year she opened it.
I started working for her in 97. I actually got married there. She was part of making, my dreams come true, as well as so many brides and the workers there and all the vendors.
Don't you just get divorced at that point if it comes to that? And I'm not an advocate for people divorcing. Work it out, absolutely. But at age 70, I mean, you're not going to, unless you go to the nursing home, because I hear that is very active, the nursing home. Have you seen the studies on the STDs at nursing homes?
Stop.
I'm serious. It is ridiculous.
How do you know so much about so little?
So much research. So much trivias. Oh,
I used to work in nursing homes.
Am I right, though?
It's a thing.
Put in the comments, have you ever got an STD from a nursing home? Thank you. Share, like, comment.
Alsup says it's ironic that Riverwood Mansion is located on Welcome Lane because Jackie never met a stranger.
Welcomes you with this smile and her laugh, and you just feel everything that she put into the place.
Even with vendors like photographer Leslie Emmett.
She drew to her people that were dreamers and believers.
Who remembers Jackie working hard to renovate it.
Butterfly chair or a lamp or a new painting. And she always reinvested every time in her.
Do they allow drinking at nursing homes? Can you get wasted there? Do they have a bar? They should have
They
bars.
don't have a bar, but I think you can have wine in your room.
I think they should have nightclubs at these nursing
I
homes.
mean, I guess it depends on what type of nursing home.
I
Like
would-
assisted living, is it nursing? So
I
many
would
things.
love to be a DJ at an assisted living home.
Why? You might cause somebody to break a hip.
No, someone to get pregnant.
Stop.
All right, I'll play that Cupid shuffle, right? I'll play that wobble.
The shuffle.
I'll play.
Stop.
Play that wobble with their walkers out there.
Tim, instead of having a bowl of M&Ms.
Yeah, it's Viagra. Right. It's true. Yeah, it's the blue M&M. Right.
Her business.
These women are going to miss the woman they described as tiny
That is
but
a shame.
mighty.
That's what's going to be missed.
Yeah.
It's her heart.
Because even in her death,
Where's her tears? Right. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be that guy, but where are her tears?
You can't see him through the camera.
It's her heart.
There's a
because
glisten.
even in her
Maybe,
death, they say her legacy will live on.
She brought us all together then, and she's bringing
Joe,
us together
Tell
now.
it to Tammy.
In Nashville, Aaron Cantrell, News Channel 5.
Should never come to this.
Aaron, thank you. Police
Ever.
say Joseph Glenn admitted to disposing the murder weapon
Joe
in the
Glenn.
trash and sold some of his wife's belongings. He
What?
has been charged with criminal homicide.
He hated her.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, don't hate. Don't
You
hate
just
so much.
suddenly get to that point.
No. That's unfortunate. VA home encourages drinking. I'm in. No, dry January.
That
You're
lasted
already
long.
off the wagon.
I'm
What's
try-
in that coffee, Joe?
I'm trying for the year.
A whole year?
I'm trying for
Good
the
for
year.
you.
No. Trying for the year. Why don't you guys join me? So, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and yes, dry January. You can do it also. Let me know in the comment if you want to venture with me on this. All right. Waterdogs-scuba.com. Yes. Hey, they started up this weekend.
My friend just went, and they went to Atlanta and did a dive.
Yes, in
She
the
said
aquarium.
It was the best thing ever.
So check this out. Well, they take you scuba diving. You know, you start indoors, you slowly progress, you learn, you get certified, and then you start going on these trips.
Yeah.
All over the country, all over the world. One of them is in the Atlanta Aquarium, where they go scuba diving in that big fish tank.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to
My
do
friend
that.
posted pictures.
Right, with the sharks.
I'm gonna need to get certified.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna call Rich.
Please do it. All right. Contact waterdogs-scuba.com. Check it out. Don't tell them I sent you. Don't tell them. They'll make you pay more. Right.
Yeah, they'll make you-
But yeah, and the difference between a wetsuit and a dry suit. Anyone know?
No.
Dry. What's to look for?
I don't know where you're gonna go with this.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you. I was not. Waterdogs-scuba.com. Justin Nichols. I was raised never to quit anything. I started, Joe. No dry January for me. Come on, Justin. Just do it.
Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Tim Early, you want to see her face run? She cries. It'll look like homework dipped in water. Oh, the lady with all the makeup on? Maybe that's why we couldn't see her tears.
Sad.
Tim Early, I thought the difference between a wetsuit and a dry suit was how much water you drink. I get it. Well, okay, it's serious. The difference between a wetsuit and a dry suit. So a wetsuit, it breathes a little bit. A dry suit, okay, you come out and you're completely dry underneath. Right. So if you fart in a wetsuit, it escapes. If you do in a dry suit, it does not. So when you unzip, I'm telling you, this is what they told me.
Have you tested this?
No, this is what the guys told me.
I think you should do your research and test this theory.
No, I smelt it when they got out. Right. As soon as you unzip it, it all releases.
It's awful.
It is awful.
It's disgusting,
So
actually.
don't fart in the dry suit. Wetsuit, all day long. All right. Hey, pro basketball is Clarksville Clarksville Phoenix. In case you didn't know, we do have a pro basketball team here in the Queen City called the Clarksville Phoenix. Well, they honored the 10-year-old victim. So they're one of 4 now victims from Clarksville that have died from the tornado that hits on December 7th there, the big one. So let's see how they did it. Dude, just take off from work. All right, if you're the weatherman and your arm's in a sling, just take off.
He can still work.
I want the weather girls. This is, you know what I mean?
No.
I just want accurate weather.
All right, but this guy can't even point to it.
Sure he can.
Well,
I bet that's a laser pointer in his hand.
It's a laser.
A lazy pointer.
A lazy.
Tonight, a basketball game was dedicated to one of the young Clarksville tornado victims. 10-year-old Arlen Cody. He died after the recent tornado outbreak, and he loved basketball. The Clarksville Phoenix basketball team asked everyone to wear gold and purple at their game.
Do you know why gold and purple?
It was his favorite team.
Which is? Come on, you know everything's trivia with me.
I don't remember.
The Lakers.
The Lakers.
The Lakers. He was a young Lakers fan.
Tonight, those are the colors of Arlen's favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Clarksville Phoenix pro basketball team retired his number.
You know, we're a semi-pro basketball team here in the area,
Georgia.
so we thought that it was the least that we could do to honor him by retiring a jersey in his name. And his mom always told me that he said that he wanted to make it to the NBA one day and buy her a house close to him so that she could always be with him. So we thought this was the least that we could do to honor such an amazing kid.
It's been a blessing to be able to have this game in his name. He was a very big fan of basketball.
The kid was a big fan. You could have at least finished putting up the sign, though, guys. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all.
And of course, you know, that's what we're professionals in. So we just want to be able to put a smile on their face in any way possible.
At West Creek Elementary, Arlen's principal says they wanted to honor his memory also, so everyone showed up in Lakers colors on Thursday.
You think the family showed up? How are they doing? Anyone know?
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine.
My heart hurts for that family.
What is interesting, though, is they had the guy that worked with the father put up a GoFundMe right after the death was announced.
I remember that.
And the goal was to raise $5,000, just to help out. They ended up raising over $200,000 for the family. Clarksville stepped up big.
Yeah.
It really did.
There was a big hockey game last week that they put together.
That's right.
Yeah.
I saw you posting pictures
Yeah,
there.
for
Nice.
the tornado victims.
Did you get on the ice? Did you skate?
No, I don't.
Can you skate?
Last time I did, I broke a collarbone, so no. I let Wes go and take the kids, and I stand on the side and take pictures, like a good mom.
Carrie, can you skate?
No. I mean, I can roller skate, but that's
I can rollerblade.
Do you have a fanny pack when you rollerblade?
I have a fanny pack when I don't rollerblade.
Damn right. Speaking of stepping up, the APAC continues to support Clarksville tornado victims as needed.
Sherry Nicholson is an angel on earth.
Oh, yeah.
She was not saying that when we weren't on air.
She's
That's
amazing.
not true.
Okay.
I adore
Carrie,
her.
don't rat me out.
I think she's an amazing human being, and I think we are so blessed to have her in this community.
I love Sherry. Don't get me wrong.
I adore her.
Are you ready for the butt?
But
No.
She has the worst taste in earrings I've ever seen.
no, those are locally made.
Okay?
Yeah, those are made here locally.
From who?
Zoom in.
I can't remember her name. She makes that locally. And
Oh,
she,
yeah. I love
You know-
Sherry's earrings.
You know who I'm talking about. You know her.
I do. I won't mention her, though. She owes me money.
But no,
I return the
that's why
earrings.
she always wears them. They support local.
Yeah.
But also they have a message behind them as well.
Yeah, Sherry Nicholson, the founder and CEO of the APEC Outreach. Let's see how they're continuing, because there was a time when everyone was like, "Stop donating. We're maxed out," and there were some people that were donating crap.
Oh, yeah.
They were using it as like a dumping point.
It was so frustrating going through some of those clothes that they were
Go
donating.
the clothes.
Dirty
Rat
clothes.
poop.
Do not bring nasty, dirty clothes. It just so frustrating.
It's gross.
It's so
It's not
frustrating.
usable.
Yeah.
So there was this one box, because I was hanging out there trying to, take credit for helping out, right, like everyone else.
One of those people.
Yeah, one of those people. You know those people? Yo, realtors were ridiculous, by the way.
Stop.
Some realtors were, here we are, we're in the rubble. If you need to buy a house.
Some people in general.
Yes. I was like, yo, what are you doing? And I won't say her name.
I think it's amazing, though, how our community comes together.
It's true. But don't drop off clothes with boxes that have rat poop in it.
Maybe they didn't know. I
But-
think people had good intentions.
No, you could tell.
The majority of them. I like to look at the 99%.
Carrie
not
was on the
1%.
front lines of collecting donations.
The majority, yes, very kind people, but the level of grossness of some of those clothes, and it wasn't like, oh, here's a pile and here's one piece of dirty clothing. It was whole bags full of just.
Well, but if we've got to get that to get the rest of it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I'm gonna find the silver lining.
But we're gonna call out those who know they could have dumped that in the friggin' closed donation box or
But
whatever.
maybe that was all they had to give.
No, this was, I believe, and I'm not putting you guys on the spot to agree with me. I believe this was them going, look at me, I am helping. Because, I only say that because when the clothes were denied, okay? I don't want to say it was from APAC or not. It was. So, because of rat turds, they went right to Facebook. How dare you reject my clothes? I am never donating ever again. That's how I knew some of this was about a me thing. That's gross. But let's see what Sherry has to say with her earrings.
Her amazing. Everything about her is amazing.
Her breath.
Everything about her is amazing.
Have you ever smelled her breath?
No.
It's fantastic.
It's
Let's
so
take a look.
weird.
There's Channel 5.
Can't take him anywhere.
Almost 1 month now after a deadly tornado decimated parts of Clarksville, the outpouring of support continues for survivors. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston. Well, as the
What's up,
recovery
Rory?
effort moves forward, we've learned the...
I dated a girl that dated Rory Johnston. I had to find out from somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
I don't get it.
Two very different looks.
I don't get it. But all right, back to the story. It's not about me. It's about Sherry and her weird earrings.
And her amazingness.
She smells good.
needs in the community are changing.
creepy.
Tonight, News Channel 5's
It's not
Emily
creepy, it's an
Luxon explains
observation.
what one nonprofit is doing to make sure no one is forgotten.
It's become a regular occurrence in Clarksville. Truckloads of donations to help people who lost everything in the December tornado.
All right, with the sound effects. Ugh, boy, did they zoom in on all this B-roll just to get the sound. Sorry. It's a lot of toys.
Weren't wrong. The latest comes courtesy of a Fort Campbell soldier whose neighborhood was hit by the storm. A trailer full of clothes, toys, shoes, and household items arrived at the YAPAC Outreach Warehouse and was welcomed by the group's founder.
Ever been in the warehouse?
Mhm.
Massive.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Massive. It's a Milan building, right?
It is.
Yeah. Leo goes, here, go for it.
Leo and Lily are amazing people as well.
Lily, I got issues with.
I love them both.
I love Leo. I get snubbed by Lily every time. Leo, hey, Joe, good to
I
see
think
you.
they're both great people.
What's up, Lily?
People have no idea what they do in this community.
I know.
That they never are look at me and look at what we've done. They're just great people.
I know, I'm just busting balls. But Leo, you know what I mean?
Maybe you talk bad about her earrings or something. She's holding a grudge.
No, she always has
She doesn't
great
hold
earrings.
grudges.
She
She's
doesn't.
just a genuinely good
No,
person.
she's holding a grudge against me, maybe because I didn't
not.
compliment her earrings.
She's not.
Right. Well,
Maybe she's been warned about you.
bring her on. Bring her on. Warned? What, did I speak the truth? I'm sorry, some people don't like the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You. Damn it, I wish I had that soundbite.
This is home for us, and so we want to see our community strong.
The nonprofit has been on the front lines of helping tornado victims ever since the storm hit and isn't slowing down.
It doesn't just stop because for everybody else it goes back to normal. Their life is not going to go back to normal for a little while, and so we can't forget that.
While this warehouse has provided hundreds of people with essential items.
Not a good shirt to wear right here, by the way.
I like it.
Yeah, it blends. It looks like someone donated it, right? It looks like a donation.
She didn't know she was going to be with that background, but I think a solid color would have worked better.
This is true. This
But
is true.
she's still very pretty.
After the tornado, now the focus shifts to the long-term recovery.
Watch out for the
You
people
have
that wear
groups
hoops.
that will come in over a course of a season. A lot of that's going to be churches that are sending in their care teams that know how to cut and labor and build and tear down.
Here's one thing about YAPAC not a lot of people know about, I think. So, yes, they give out a lot to individuals, but so many organizations, nonprofit organizations, come to YAPEC to get help and supplies, and YAPEC distributes to them. It really is something.
What a lot of people also don't know is they take zero government funding.
Right, because it cuts the red tape of getting it out.
And then they can be told how they have to do things.
Yes.
And Sherry wants to be able to go where God calls without having to go through any red tape.
Yeah, very narcissistic of her. I love Sherry. I DJ all our parties.
She's amazing.
As the rebuilding begins, lumber and roofing supplies will be in high demand, as well as furniture, bedding, and kitchen items.
So we want to see those families restored. We want to see those back in their homes. If they can't go back to their homes, they need a good new home.
As long as people from across the community continue to help those in need.
I have a check for
$18,463.53.
Who is that giving the check?
I don't know, but is she single? She's got all that money to hand out. How you doing? Look at Sherry. Look at Sherry. I wonder if they staged this.
No.
No, come on.
She's so genuine.
She must have handed this out earlier and then like, listen, we got the news here. You want to do it again? I know she's genuine, but I mean, it just makes for better news. I'm just asking. That's all.
Can we hug you? Yes.
All right, maybe it's real. All right, maybe
Leaders
it's
at YAPEC Outreach say they will be there every step of the way.
We need to stay engaged until we get across the finish line. And the more we stay engaged, the faster we'll get there.
In Clarksville, Emily Luxon, News Channel 5.
Crap toys. But yeah, what organization was that? Did you see the shirt?
I was CSE. Is that what that says? 90 years.
CBE.
CBE.
Clarksville. I don't know.
And going back, like, why didn't they shout out that organization?
That's a good point. Yeah, News 5.
Get it together.
CBE Companies.
Yeah. Oh.
They're based here in Clarksville.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what kind of company they are.
Do you know what it stands for? Does it give the
I'm
acronym?
looking.
News Channel 5.
Thank you, Emily. If you would like to make a donation or...
Rory? Really? This guy? Right?
Did she date him before or after you?
I think before.
Then what's your beef?
No beef.
CBE Companies is a
I miss
premier
her.
service provider specializing in accounts receivable management and call center solutions.
Good for them.
Based
Good
here
for,
in Clarksville.
Good for you, CBE.
Mm-hmm.
80 years of whatever you guys do.
volunteer. We have much more information under this story on newschannel5.com. Well, American
Joe Quinn,
Residential
like
Services is working to help Nashville residents impacted by the
real
tornadoes. The
quick.
provider's donating 5% of their sales generated at their Nashville location to the American Red.
Yeah, do you remember Orange Julius's?
Mm-hmm.
Tim Riley goes, I thought roller skating rings went the way of Orange Julius's.
No, Magic Wheels is amazing. If you haven't been to Magic Wheels to roller skate, you should go.
My kids have been there for a church thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cross, and that's going to happen now through the end of this month.
So there you go. YAPEC continues to support Clarksville tornado victims as needs evolve.
Fake news.
Philanthropist. You know what they call me? The philanthropist that's no, they don't call me a philanthropist.
Philanthropist.
I'm the guy who's philanthropist off that you're not helping enough. Okay? Yeah. Step up like Sherry.
She's awesome.
She is. Even despite the earrings. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I got to change this, though, huh? It's no longer the bird. I got to update the X. Are you guys on Twitter? X? Sorry, I owe money.
I think I am. I
Yeah,
don't
sign
remember.
up. Create an account.
I have an account. I have not been active on it.
It's time.
I think I'm the same.
It is. There is so much out there. Not just national world news, but locally, too, I found
It's
out.
one more thing to look at.
But if you want actual information that's going on, especially in Tennessee, I found out that X is pretty good at it.
I just go to Joe Padula.
At Joe Padula.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Shelby's Trio. Sarah, you been to these trivias on Wednesday?
I have.
Yeah.
I actually organized them happening there.
It's a good time, isn't it?
It is. You do a great job.
Well, you set it up for success.
Thank you. As did you.
The drinks. By the way, they got this brunch over there at Shelby's Trio. I just had this Mexican omelet.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Ay, Dios mío, no me digas, hace calor. It really was.
Calmate.
No sé. But yes, telling you, Shelby's Trio. Come by Wednesdays. Check it out at night. Bring the team. Have a drink.
It's beautiful up there.
Dry January. And hey, it's fun. Bring the team. It
They
really
have
is
soda
cool.
up there.
So doesn't
Juice.
look good either.
I like those flavored teas. Do you ever get those? They're not necessarily
Like with
a
vodka?
Skyline. No,
Oh.
the non-alcoholic ones.
No, I'm
Like
a
different
man.
restaurant-
I didn't have the flavored teas. Thank you for asking, Councilman.
Try it, Joe.
Joe, why you lactating? I had flavored teas.
It might sweeten you up.
Right.
I don't think they caused that, Joe.
Don't mess with me. I'm on the pad. I'm on the max.
Shut up.
And next story.
Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going on. Kroger, Publix, I'm sure Food Lion, the grocery stores. There's this grocery scam going on called the Good Samaritan scam. Have you guys heard of it yet?
No, but it would never happen at Publix.
Oh, pardon me. Yes, good. No, I'm telling you, it's happening. Check this out. Here's WSMV, Channel 4.
Grocery store, you may want to be aware of scams that are affecting shoppers, even right here in the mid-state. Our Jordan James has what you need to know to stay safe.
The Better Business Bureau is warning of scams at grocery stores.
Scams are crimes, right? Every
Yes.
single time someone tries to scam you, they're trying to steal from you.
Scams often involve.
That is funny. You know, scams are crimes, but we don't call them crimes, right? The grocery scam, the grocery crime.
Of gift cards or solicitation of groceries, which Daniel Urin of the BBB's Mid-South
the
chapter
masks.
says happens far too often.
Common scams are probably perpetrated overseas, right? Those phone calls we all
Uh-huh.
get. But the grocery store is where scammers sometimes come face to face with their victims.
Check
In a
this
next-door
out.
post, a Nashville woman claimed that she was followed by a person inside the store who wanted her to purchase them some groceries. The encounter caused the woman to leave before making a transaction.
At Publix.
Check this out. This was at Publix, yeah. Okay? All right?
I need a minute.
Brace
I just need
yourself.
a minute.
Just giving you a heads up. Check out what they do, because I've done this before. Yo, just help me out? Sure.
You have not.
Here's what I do, okay? Because I always give. You have to give, all right? Especially with my conscience, okay? So what I do, okay, I don't give cash. I buy stuff,
Sure.
all right? And sometimes when I give cash, I pray about it before I give it. You know, I don't want to go in the wrong hands. I
get it.
I don't want to be enabling addictions. That's not my
Absolutely.
thing. Dry January, okay? But check out what they do.
BBB classifies this as a Good Samaritan scam, where a person takes advantage of your generosity, then returns the items to get the money.
I mean, you just kind of have to use your best.
You see that?
But if you give it with a good heart, it's not up to you what they do after the fact.
Yeah.
No, I totally disagree.
That's on them, not on me.
No, they're just working harder to scam you.
Well, but if I gave it, I'm giving it from my place, and what they choose to do with it is on them. I'm not going to feel scammed because I gave it from a good place of what I was doing.
Last week I bought she was outside, okay? This was the Kroger in Madison. She's outside. You got a few bucks? I go, what do you need? What do you need? She gave specific grocery items. I don't think this was part of the scam, but she gave me a specific cereal, milk, a certain type of milk. I think she had a lactose thing or something. And I go, yeah, sure. So I go in there, I get the cereal, the big box, okay?
Family size.
I get the milk, the decent size, not the big one. I don't want it to spoil. I don't know where this is going. So I'm about to check out. I go, oh my God, I gotta get bowls and spoons. So you gotta. How's she gonna friggin', right?
Yeah.
It's not me in college, right? So you go in, you get the spoons, then you get back to the register. Oh, she needs napkins. So you go get a bunch of napkins, which I'm sure was used for toilet paper
This
eventually.
is very if you give a mouse a cookie vibes.
Yes, yes. I just hope she didn't go in and returned everything. That's all.
Well, did you give her a receipt? How is she doing her
I
return?
gave her the bag. The receipt was in the bag.
Well, that's not.
Right, because you need the receipt to return it. That's a good point, Karen. Oh. So maybe that's how we solved the scam.
Don't give a receipt.
Don't give the receipt. Oh. Yeah, I know that. I was gonna say that earlier.
Did you not buy things for you too? You were walking into the store.
I put my groceries in the car and came back.
I would have kept my receipt.
Yeah. But this is also
They could be giving a gift card. I don't think they give cash if you don't have a receipt.
It's judgment, right? Because, once you leave the situation, you're probably not going to know
Very
whether or not
profitable,
someone's
right,
going to
Robert?
return that. So you just kind of have to have good faith.
Metro Police say they don't have any record of this particular scam. Despite their findings, experts encourage shoppers to be aware.
Have to treat it like a crime, and you can't always win, right? Sometimes it's going to happen. The best we can do is just kind of look out for each other and do our best to make an informed decision.
Reporting in Nashville, Jordan James, WSMV4.
Child abuse. Did you see that?
On your next run,
They had one example.
Make an informed decision.
I mean,
Reporting in Nashville.
Say it again.
They had one example.
Yeah, I
of
hear
this,
you.
And then they're like, Metro has no idea. I think that they're trying to take one little thing, but I still think if that happens and I do that from the goodness of my heart,
You're okay with it?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You would.
That's like if I give somebody cash on the side. I don't know. I just think if I'm giving it from a good place, what they do with it is on them.
But you're playing checkers, not chess.
Yeah. And
Carrie,
you
I
also,
didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. You also have to remember who is shopping. Most younger people are now getting their groceries delivered, or they're getting them like they're doing grocery pickup. They're not actually in the store. So you have a lot of elderly people who are doing the in-store shopping.
That's right.
And I feel like they are the ones that would be most likely to be taken advantage of. Because can you imagine like your grandma walking through Publix, and then now all of a sudden this creep is following and harassing her, and what do they do?
I'm gonna try this.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I hope
try
you don't
this.
Get my grandma. She don't play.
I'm gonna test this. No, you're right about that. But I'm gonna test this out.
Choose your grandmas wisely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if this works. So yeah, stay tuned. Expect the full report.
Joe, that's not a good idea.
We have to verify this story.
Yeah, he hasn't done his research yet. There's one instance that they're now
Right.
saying it's a whole scam happening.
Sarah makes a good point. All we have is one example here.
Right.
To verify a story as a journalist, okay, when I went to school and when I was on the field reporting, three verifications.
Tell me
Three
when you do it.
attributions.
I'll hide and I'll film.
2 is okay, but 3 you
I really just
got.
want to be able to laugh at you.
All right, you walk around with the camera.
Yeah,
Carrie,
I'm in.
you block security, okay?
No.
This just turned into our own scam.
I'm not real good at hand-to-hand combat.
We'll get Sky to do the voiceover.
No.
It's going to be amazing. I'm ready.
It's so stupid.
Sky, I just signed you up.
It's all chicks. We need more dudes in it. Yeah, why does a dude have to be the bad guy in this?
Typically.
Oh. A sexist would say. Don't fall for the Good Samaritan scam. Just a heads up.
Like the one person that has so far.
Oh, she's such a skeptic. Sorry for deafening you. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, the whole bit. Plus, follow us on Rumble. They don't block us. Last week, we got 2 videos taken down on YouTube and Facebook.
What'd you do?
Talked bad about somebody's earrings.
No. Dave Chappelle was making jokes and we laughed. And now we're bullies. Now we're bullies for laughing at Dave Chappelle.
At Dave Chappelle.
Right. But I don't care. I love it. All right? Especially at Wicked Good. Yes, Thursday's Wicked Good Trivia. Hey, great dinner on the show. And not for nothing. Good on Wicked Good. Those food prices, I know everything's increasing. I know. But Wicked Good is doing their best to keep their food reasonable price.
It's
really
good, too.
good.
Oh, it is.
They've got good food.
Yo, check this out. They have arguably, I mentioned I don't cross promotion, but I mentioned the Mexican omelet earlier, right? Well, they got this croissant, ham, egg, and cheese. Yo, it reminds me of New York. It really does. This croissant. Plus, I love saying croissant. Yeah, so order the croissant. And they serve it all day long. Yeah, you want that breakfast at dinner? Get the croissant. What's some other French words?
I don't know, but I'm hungry now.
French fries?
No.
French fries?
No, I don't think that's actually French word.
French toast.
French fries. French dressing.
It made me think of the movie Home Alone.
French
You're with the
toast.
French call.
Oh, with the kiss?
Yeah,
No, Les
Macaulay
incompetents.
Culkin.
Yeah.
Les incompetents.
Les incompetents.
We just watched Home Alone with Mia for the first time.
I shouldn't even say this, but I grew up with 3 sisters, so that reminded me of Little Mermaid.
That actually explains a lot.
What does that mean? Now you're being the freaking Good Samaritan scammer, okay? And I'm doing the film. Could you imagine her trying to scam people? No. Hi, can you? It's a scam. I'm sorry. I'm scamming.
I
you.
give grace.
Here's money. You give money to the.
I'll just buy yours.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, she was trying to scam.
Oh gosh.
How did he get in the high school dorm break to take these lewd pictures and then post them to his social media out of Giles County?
Who is it?
We don't need to know.
I don't know. Thank God for the blur tool, by the way.
So we don't know if he worked at the school or if he was
This is a student?
Oh, it's a student.
I don't think it's a student.
It's just some random guy.
This is a freak.
See, that's a bigger problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Here.
Like, if
I
it's
get
somebody
it's-
random.
Not that it's
that's-
okay, but a student being pranks, like, past the limit.
I don't
There's
know.
just some random
this
guy.
right here.
I bet he's a registered sex offender.
Here's the thing. You might be right about that. Like what happened at the Senate meeting, the Senate House.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 weeks ago. I think that what this guy is trying to emulate. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because that's the same position.
Same clothes. Is that the same guy?
No, not that.
I mean, same top, same hat.
It's Terry from Reno 911. Great show. Good reference. Here, let's take a look. News 2.
Reportedly takes advantage of an empty school
up, Haley?
during Christmas break
Haley
in a
Wagas.
disturbing way. Investigators tell us he gained
She is the Cindy Crawford of Nashville News.
I like her top.
Me too.
entry.
Her shirt. We follow each other on Twitter, by the way. X. Damn it. I keep screwing it up.
And then took inappropriate videos later posted to social media.
And it wasn't just a school he used either. News 2's Andy Cordan has the investigation out of Giles County that you'll see only here on News 2.
I'm guessing Snapchat. Right? Maybe Instagram?
No, I wouldn't say Instagram. Maybe Snapchat. But they have so many of like those underground apps that are still social media.
Oh, boy.
Giles County investigators tell me that this comes to their attention over the Christmas break. That's when they say a man breaks into Richland High School and begins posting concerning videos to the internet.
The morning of December 21st, deputies say James Childress, wearing a miniskirt or no clothes at all, goes from room to room inside Richland High School, posting videos to his social media sites. Here he is shooting baskets in the gym. Here he is prancing.
Hey, that was a good shot, though.
He looks. I was expecting him to be younger.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But yeah,
he's too old for these shenanigans.
but the guy is a good 3-point shot, though. I mean, this is disgusting, but that's not a bad shot. Check this out.
Media sites. Here he is shooting baskets in the
Off
gym.
the glass, boom.
Here he is prancing on a library table, stopping to take multiple
Who's filming?
inappropriate pictures.
Good question. Did he do stop?
Maybe he has like a stand. Like
What is that? The stop snap? Snap? I don't know.
I don't have all those things.
It's like a 10-second countdown.
Authorities say this is James Childress standing over the
No, you're right. There's got to be somebody else.
He looks.
There's got to be
I don't
somebody
think
else taking
that's
the
that
picture.
guy. I think maybe that guy posted
No,
them.
this guy posted them and took a picture of this kid.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Oh, this got way creepy.
Yes,
Way
even
more
creepier.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh boy.
What is wrong with people?
His principal's desk.
This is what the issue is when it's just sex on the brain. Right, there's got to be more substance.
That's why
in it.
kids should not have social media.
Or watch porn.
Well, that goes without saying.
Or have it in books in schools.
But yeah.
Do I have to pull up the pictures of the pages?
But no, yes, kids should not be doing those things. But these are grown men.
Yeah,
These
yes,
are
exactly.
grown men doing
Right.
breaking into the school. That's concerning. How I wonder how easy it was for them to get in.
Well, let's see what this guy has to say. Who has a massive jaw? So I'm guessing he's in security. That is some jaw, huh?
Some very bizarre things that
Bizarre.
very concerning.
According to Sheriff Kyle Helton, detectives begin investigating after Childress posts these disturbing pictures to social media sites.
And maybe this is his call for help because he allegedly did this, then put it online where everybody could see it.
Yes, he did.
According to law,
A call for help?
What?
No. No, WKRN. What are you doing? This is a kink. This is a fetish. That's what this is.
It's inappropriate.
Very.
Amen. Childress
In the
also
church,
appears
next.
to have gained access into a Giles County church on another occasion. Again, the 40-year-old Giles County.
That's what this is. This is a FU to God. That's what this is. I'm sorry. I don't care if you believe or not. You're wrong if you don't. But yeah, pray on it. You'll see. Believe you me, I had my awakening.
Man can be seen taking disturbing videos that include kneeling before the altar, even walking naked through the church parking lot in broad daylight, then pointing out the security camera nearby.
Going into somewhere illegal anyway on his face.
They get off on this.
But going in and doing these bizarre
That's
acts
what they're doing.
is very concerning.
Sheriff Kyle Helton tells me there is evidence to believe the ex-con, once arrested for aggravated assault, has done this in other jurisdictions, including the lobby of this Lawrence County movie theater.
It's very concerning to us and the community.
Do they get child charges if it's in a school and there's no kids there?
I don't know.
Right?
I think with property, I mean,
I think you should
whether
be
school's
put
in
on that
session or
list.
not.
Yeah, like now you're not allowed within
Right.
however many feet it is. Like you can't go near a school anymore, weirdo.
Right.
Mr. Childress was charged with vandalism and criminal.
This guy loves walking into his shots, by the way. He does it every time. He just walks into his shot.
Mr. Childress was charged
Come
with
on in, buddy.
vandalism and criminal trespass. He went to jail and bonded out on $2,000. I'm told that this investigation is active, ongoing, and there could be more charges. Andy Cordan, News 2.
Now, we reached out to the Giles County.
Speaking of Dick Van Dyke, he looks like Dick Van Dyke from the museum movies when he played the old security guy. All right, doesn't he?
I was so focused on the last guy's tie, and I think it was I thought I saw a footy tat.
Oh.
Was that not the little bird?
That is Tweety Bird.
I was trying to.
What the hell is he doing this story wearing the Tweety Bird tie? Very good, Sarah.
I couldn't get it out of my mind. Like, is that really what he chose to wear?
I apologize. I didn't pick up on that.
Thank you. I'll let it slide.
What? Who's this? Andy Cordan? Andy.
I'm told that this investigation is active, ongoing, and there could be more charges. Andy Cordan, News 2.
Andy.
Now, we reached out to the Giles County
see the weirdest
superintendent. In a statement, she said,
Dick
as
Van
soon
Dyke.
as we knew of the situation, we turned all information over to local law enforcement. We take school safety and security
Go figure. Her name's Vicky Beard.
very seriously in Giles County and will continue examining our protocols to ensure a safe environment for our students and employees.
Here's the thing. Okay. You can only imagine some of the things they did while in there.
I don't want to.
You got to decontaminate the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You walk in, it smells like monkeypox. What are you doing?
Don't eat school lunch for a while.
Ugh.
No.
I wouldn't send my kid into that place. No way.
I, as a mom, I definitely want to know like how they got in and how easy that was for him to get in.
And where are they now? The two of them.
Yeah, if it's that easy when the doors are locked.
And why is there no like alarm system going off
There's
when
too many people in and out of schools.
It's got to
But
be
when
in
it's supposed to be locked up and nobody's supposed
Because
to be
teachers
in
can go in on their downtime, work in their classrooms.
That's right. I'm with Sarah. I blame the teachers.
I did not say that.
You're right. She's absolutely right. Shame on you. So yeah, how do you think he got in? And what do you think should happen? I mean, get these guys on a list.
What can I throw at him?
Yeah,
Here,
the stress ball.
You want my gum?
No, I don't want the
You want
gum.
That's why we need stress balls.
Listen, I know you two have issues with April Consuelo of Office Now.
I like her.
Okay.
She's very sweet. Is it Consuelo or Consuelo?
Consuelo.
Is it?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Not everyone's Mexican, okay? I'm sorry, Sarah.
I didn't say Mexican. It could be Hispanic.
It's Consuelo. All right. Well, nonetheless, she's got this. You got that sheet in front of you? She's got this Power and Purpose conference on Saturday, March 16th, over at the Wilma Rudolph event. Do you got one?
Mm-mm.
Here.
Don't.
Okay. So, And I'll tell you, I mean, they got this Lori Locust. All right, she's the Tennessee Titans coach, the female coach, right? She's going to be speaking on some leadership stuff. Sarah, you got to go to this. Carrie, you got to go to this. This is a greatly. You want tickets? I'll sneak you in.
Oh,
all right.
Are you DJing it?
No, they needed a female DJ. You know how tough it is to find a female DJ in this area?
Do you want me to do it and you can be behind me actually doing it?
No, I got another gig somewhere else.
I think I could do this.
I can't. No, this is not DJing. They also got Megan Alexander. Wiki. I got Megan Alexander, Inside Editions. Megan Alexander also speaking at
You're
this
not
event.
going for her?
No, there's a ring on her finger.
Oh.
And I got a gig. I got a gig at the casino. That you don't want to go to. You want to go to this.
What time is this at?
And this is an all-dayer, okay? And you get the drinks, you get the meals, okay? You get the leadership advice, you get the networking.
I'm doing dry
opportunity.
January, so I can't
okay?
do the drinks.
No, well, this is in March, March 16th. So yeah, definitely check it out. Okay, award-winning speakers, catered lunch, personal development, a welcome gift. Okay, empower her networking. Oh God, I'm done. So yeah, check it out. Okay.
You did a good job.
If guys, there's gonna be a lot of chicks there. Dude.
That's why you should be there. I can help you find your wife.
No, if I go there, rumor has it my period's gonna align with everyone's.
Oh my God.
Right? You're in that room
Not
all
from
day
one day.
long.
Not
no.
from one day.
That's a real thing.
You can come and just bring pictures of Vinny and be like, look at my pet cat.
I don't have a cat. I fed this homeless cat once, okay? And now it won't leave me alone.
Because you fed it.
No, it did the Good Samaritan scam.
You fed it.
And then he bought it a house.
I didn't buy it a house. I threw it out. It's done. It doesn't like it. It's spoiled.
You know who else did that?
Who?
Norman Curion.
What?
Got a cat. It was a random cat. He fed it, and now he built it a house.
No.
He even put a little number on it. It has its own address.
I don't have a house for this cat. I bought a little cover because I'm like, you know what? It's getting cold. It didn't take the way. I said, screw it.
Does
Screw
it have a name?
No.
You didn't name it.
Somebody called it Vinny. I didn't call it Vinny.
I heard you call it Vinny earlier.
No, she said Vinny.
I heard you.
I was.
Once you give it a name,
I didn't
taking
name it.
ownership.
I didn't name it.
It is. Do you need me to get you guys matching shirts?
It doesn't go in the house.
We should
Like
get a
little
matching
bow ties,
shirts.
too.
Oh, I'm getting it.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
The T-Rex.
Carrie, you're going with T-Rex.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the short arms?
All of the
little
jokes
hands?
with the short arm jokes.
We had a guy on the softball team. So it was a bar league. So after every game, we'd go to the bar, right? And everyone had a turn to pay. And every time it was his turn to pay, he couldn't reach his wallet because he was so cheap. So his nickname was T-Rex because he couldn't reach his wallet. Yeah, I remember him. He was cheap. What is your favorite dinosaur, Sarah?
Velociraptor.
The Velociraptor.
Yes.
Is that because of Jurassic Park?
Yes. And they're fast.
And they're so smart. They can
they-
open doors.
I mean, I would want that ability.
The
if I was
documentary known as
they
Jurassic
don't have
Park.
just the little hands.
Ah, clever girl. Right. Well, they got a Triceratops. Looks like a skull, maybe. Who knows?
That makes me think of the Land Before Time.
They got to dig it out in Murfreesboro.
That's cool.
A piece of history, 66 million years old, has a new home.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Home in Middle Tennessee.
News 2's Miranda
What's
Whittington
up,
went to
Haley?
Murfreesboro to see the area's first and only Triceratops skull.
Wait. Did she say the name correctly? Do you know how to say the city's name?
Murfreesboro?
Wait, say it again.
Murfreesboro?
Murfreesboro.
Good. You guys are learning. Good. Murfreesboro. There's 3 R's in there. Right. Everyone, Murfreesboro. No, Murfreesboro.
We're Southerners.
Among the display of rocks and fossils.
Right?
That was just awkward. Was that you?
Joe.
Is that you?
Dry
Joe.
suit, wetsuit. Are we going back to that?
Are they serious?
Are you in a wetsuit or a dry suit?
Are they messing with us? Hold on.
You added that.
I didn't.
You did. I bet it's the
did
drill.
not.
I bet it's the drill on the stone.
Oh.
Hold on.
Middle Tennessee.
News 2's Miranda Whittington went to Murfreesboro to see the area's first and only Triceratops skull.
Among the display of rocks and
I can't.
fossils.
No. You think
Watch,
it's a drill?
It's the drill on the rock.
Maybe
It
it's
sounds like a balloon.
Maybe a squeaky
Does it
chair.
though?
Either that or it's a very tight fart. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody's trying to hold it in?
Clenching.
Right.
It's the sound of history.
The sound of history.
Oh, it's so
Slowly
loud.
being shipped away.
Well, you're right. It's a
The
drill.
sound of history, Joe.
It's the sound of history.
You should put that in your trivia. What is this sound?
They know what it sounds like, right? And they still kept it in? They're messing with us. Hold on.
There's no doubt this has been one of Mandy O'Grady's largest and
Okay,
most tedious
okay.
projects at the Earth Experience Museum in Murfreesboro.
Part of the enjoyment that we get from it is finding.
This just took a whole turn.
This ain't real, right? Hold on. Hold on. I'll find it. Hold on.
Stop.
The surface of the bone and realizing, oh, this hasn't seen the light of day for 66 million years.
The museum is now home to the skull of a triceratops.
How did this just turn into like one big gas joke?
What's sad is that we're grown adults and we still think farting is this funny.
Well, this is done on purpose.
But girls don't fart. We fluff.
We don't.
So
Oh,
there's that.
this one's this one. This one loves Taco Bell.
Triceratops dinosaur.
It's the only one in the state of Tennessee. I'm not even sure if any of the states around Tennessee have a Triceratops skull on display.
If you're wondering how this museum acquired this skull, well,
Yeah.
Executive Director Alan Brown has the answer.
I've been digging in
His last name's Brown.
He's been digging.
Yeah. Oh. You know what his nickname, right? I played softball with him too. His nickname was Streaks, right? Streaks. Good kid.
Montana for 14 years.
Last summer, Brown and a small group, including O'Grady, ventured to Montana for a dinosaur dig when the ranch owner discovered the skull.
I was floored when she said that we were going to be given a Triceratops skull.
Do you think they're going to go back to the sound?
Probably.
You think that's how they're going to end the story?
When we saw it, they had already started to dig on it a little bit, and I was just amazed how big it was.
After making the
Yes.
We were too.
You know, they found it next to a tree. You know what kind of tree? A dingleberry tree. Yeah. It's a great dingleberry.
22-hour trek back to Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro. Oh, come on.
Brown and his team have now been slowly and carefully chipping.
So every.
You know, I was an archaeologist. Did you guys know that?
You were not.
Yes, I used to be an archaeologist. Right. I actually have audio of me excavating. Right.
Let's hear it.
Here. I think it's here. I think I got it. Yeah. Don't bother me. I'm working. Yeah. It's a Velociraptor.
That's
Yeah.
That's not even a dinosaur.
I'm excavating. Right. Yeah, pterodactyl. Yeah, pterodactyl. I found it. I'm very busy.
I think you just lost a lot of listeners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Brachiosaurus. Stegosaurus. Right. Yeah, we found it. Okay.
Listeners just went down. I just saw his numbers.
No, they're
time
in.
we get some of the rock off of the bone surface and it comes off clean, we kind of, celebrate it just a little bit like, okay, we're a little closer to getting this entire thing cleaned up.
It's not real. It's not a real
I
story.
need to grow up before I come back on here next
They-
time.
They're messing with us.
It's a job that Brown says will take nearly a year to complete. But it's a job this team just couldn't imagine not doing.
Yeah, I found one. Right. Yeah, it's a Megalodon. Yeah. Hold on, I'm working. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I gotta clean up.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing like that feeling when you come across something that nobody has ever seen before. Even if it's a common dinosaur, it's still an amazing find.
In Murfreesboro, Miranda Whittington, News 2.
Now, what
they ended on the noise.
It's an awesome find.
They've been digging for a while. They said they were digging for a while.
You can release something so big.
Oh my God.
From Miranda Whittington, News 2.
Now, once they finish cleaning the skull, they plan.
Haley, don't fall for it.
And to sculpt or 3D print the missing pieces. Then
Our
they will
children.
put everything
We
on
are
display.
children, y'all. This is good, clean fun, though.
I like it.
I told you I had a good story to end on today.
This was
I mean,
a good
maybe
one,
not
Joe.
clean fun, but good fun.
Can't believe that noise. They kept it
News2's
in.
Miranda Whittington went to Murfreesboro to see the area's first and only Triceratops skull.
Among the display of rocks and fossils.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Thank you.
That was a good one, Joe.
Ding.
Crickets in the comments. I don't think anybody else loves
Yeah,
it.
no.
What
not
is
like-
your
not like-
favorite dinosaur?
Definitely a Joe Dirt rock.
It's a meteor. It's a meteorite. It fell from the sky. All right. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and grow up. Let's get out of here. It's enough for one day.
It was a good day.
Carrie, did you learn anything on the show today? City Councilman from Ward 12.
I'm excited about dinosaurs coming to Murfreesboro.
Yep. I mean, whether you're into dinosaurs or prairie dogging, you know, love learning. Yeah, definitely a Joe Dirt rock. Very good. Carrie, are you running for re-election or are you bowing out?
Well, it's not re-election. It's my first time.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, this is my first time campaigning, but yes, I will be this year.
Good deal. Good deal. We'll make sure to hold protests in your ward. Right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, Sarah. What'd you learn on the show today?
I have a new favorite dinosaur.
The Triceratops?
It's no longer
Yeah.
the Velociraptor.
Velociraptor. Yeah.
That one.
Yes. It's the
Now-
Gasodon.
Gasodon.
Right, the Gasodon. All right. Let's get out of here. I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Sarah Golden.
And I'm Carrie Lovato.
This was the local news you needed to know. Absolutely.